To start this off and to save you some time, the 507K is the superior dot in every aspect. This video is really just to praise the Holosun, explaining the key features and why I chose it over all the other options currently out there, especially over keeping my Romeo Zero that I've run for over a year now. If you're looking to purchase a red dot for your compact 9, concealed carry, or whatever gun, here's a quick review of what I hated about the Romeo Zero after shooting over 1,000 rounds with it, and what I absolutely love about my new 507K. I do want to make a note that everything I talk about on this channel, all the gear, EDC, and the tools can be found on my kit page with links to everything. I'll talk about this more in the end. Okay, let's talk about the Romeo Zero pros. The Romeo Zero maintains zero very well, is very light because it's made of polymer. It's relatively inexpensive in 2021. I've seen them go for like $198 or less. Sight picture is good. It feels open and clear. It looks sleek, matches the 365's body really well. You have the ability to co-witness, and the shake awake technology helps to conserve the battery. And here are the cons that I've noticed with the Romeo Zero. The button is located in the most inconvenient place ever. It's literally inside the housing. There's no audible click or even a detent when pressing the button, which makes it very difficult to know if you're even pressing it. I had to literally check every time I pressed it to make sure that the brightness was changing how I wanted. The lens scratches so easily because it's not made of glass, it's made of polymer, which was said to be more scratch resistant. That was a lie, a big lie. I wiped it off with my shirt and the dust scratched mine practically to death. There are only 8 daytime brightness settings compared to the 507K's 10 with 2 night vision. SIG boasted that this was going to have a 20,000 hour runtime or a 10-year battery life. That was not my experience. Mine lasted around 8 months around setting 5. I usually keep my dot as low as possible while still being able to see it in daylight. The actual dot itself was kind of low quality. It looked a little fuzzy, probably due to the scratches also on the lens. And when replacing the battery, it would fall out unless you hold it in, which can be an annoyance for some while you're trying to put it on. And there are no audible clicks when adjusting your windage or elevation, making it kind of a guessing game. But pretty much above everything was the dang button I'll never get past. It's just the most flawed design putting on the inside there. I don't know why they did that. And now we have the 507K. Let's go over the pros. They have a fantastic button placement. There are audible clicks with a nice detent when changing brightness settings. You have a brightness lock by holding down the plus sign for 4 seconds, which will lock your favorite brightness settings, so if you accidentally bump the buttons, it won't change on you. This also has shake awake to save the battery. Holosun claims a 50,000 hour battery life on setting 6. I recommend you change it once a year anyway, but that's cool that it lasts that long. They have a battery door on the side, eliminating the need to remove the red dot in order to access or change the battery. This was a huge selling point for me, because before, and with most red dots, you have to remove the actual sight in order to access the battery. Holosun offers a multi-reticle system, which gives you 2 additional options over just the 2 MOA dot. You also have the 32 MOA circle with the 2 MOA dot, or the 32 MOA circle only. The housing is made out of aluminum, and it doesn't really add any noticeable weight in my opinion. There is a multi-coating glass, and it is actually glass. It is IP67 waterproof, which means dropped in a meter of water, it will be fine for about a half an hour. There are audible clicks when adjusting windage and elevation. They're set at a fantastic price point for what you get. I bought mine for about $280. You also have the ability to co-witness with a fantastic rear sight design. The actual dot itself is clear and the sight window is open and clean. Like I said before, you have 10 daylight brightness settings with 2 night vision. This fits perfectly on the P365XL with no mods needed. This thing is rugged and it's built like a tank, and so far it's held zero really well. I will make an update when I have over 1,000 rounds through it. Right now I have over 200. Now the 507K cons. The only cons that I've seen is for some models like the Hellcat, you'll need to make a few mods in order to properly mount it. Now that's going to affect you way more than it's going to affect me because I don't own the Hellcat. Guys, so far that's the only con I can see. After all the research I've done in order to get the best dot for the price and to replace my Romeo, there were other options out there like the Swamp Fox Sentinel or a Trijicon. I didn't go with the Trijicon because it lacked a few key features that I loved about the Holosun, and it was double the price. And I went against the Swamp Fox for the same reasons, even though they were comparable in price. Don't get me wrong, you could be happy with either of those options, but for the price, you cannot find a better red dot for your compact or concealed carry weapons, in my opinion. You can find and purchase the Holosun 507K on my kit listed in the description below, where I post all of the links to to the gear that I recommend and use. This is an affiliate link which does support my channel, so thank you so much if you decide to use any of my links. That's my review. Make sure you subscribe and support my channel so I can do more reviews for you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.